Beyond what the eye can see, beyond the world we know, exist beings created by Allah, unseen but real. They live among us, watching, moving, sometimes even interacting, but rarely do we notice. Some are known, some remain a mystery. But in Islamic teachings, these creatures are not myths, they are part of the unseen world. Throughout history, there have been countless reports of strange encounters, unexplained phenomena, and creatures whose existence cannot be denied. What are these mysterious beings, and do they still walk among us today? The jinn, the beings of fire, they were here before us, created from smokeless fire, living in a world parallel to ours. The jinn are intelligent and free-willed, just like humans. Some are righteous, while others are rebellious. Some live among us in abandoned places, forests, even our own homes, unseen. The Quran tells us that the jinn have communities, languages, even families, just like us. They eat, they drink, they marry, they die. But their world is not bound by the laws of ours. Can they see us? Yes. Can we see them? No, unless they choose to be seen. Throughout history, there have been countless reports of interactions with the jinn. Some have appeared in the form of animals, black dogs, snakes, even birds. Others have taken human form, speaking to people in their dreams, or even in reality. But what happens when a jinn becomes attached to a human? What happens when they do not want to leave? Some say that the jinn can whisper in our hearts, influencing our thoughts without us even realizing. Others claim that some jinn form emotional bonds with humans, watching over them, or even interfering in their lives. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned us, if you ever hear your name being called while alone, do not answer, for it may not be a human calling you. Scene 2. The Ifrit, the most powerful jinn. Among the jinn, there exists a class feared even by their own kind. The Ifrit, mentioned in the Quran. The Ifrit are not ordinary jinn. They are stronger, more cunning, capable of feats beyond human imagination. When Prophet Sulaiman ruled, an Ifrit jinn offered to bring the throne of the Queen of Sheba to him in the blink of an eye. A creature so powerful, it could cross lands and bring objects in an instant. What else might they be capable of? But not all Ifrit are wicked. Some submitted to the will of Allah under Sulaiman. Others continue to walk the earth, unseen, their powers known only to those who have encountered them. Legends tell of people who have seen Ifrit appear in strange forms, dark shadows moving against the wind, voices whispering in abandoned ruins, objects shifting without reason. Are these just stories, or is the Ifrit still among us? Scene 3. The Marid, the giants of the sea. In the depths of the oceans, far beyond human reach, there are those who rule the waters, the Marid. Described as the most arrogant and rebellious of jinn, these beings are massive, powerful, and nearly impossible to control. They are the jinn of the seas, feared for their strength and resistance to any form of domination. Legends say that magicians and sorcerers seek their power, making great sacrifices to bend a Marid to their will. But few succeed, and those who do often pay a terrible price. Could the Marid be responsible for the strange disappearances at sea? The ships lost without a trace, the tales of voices calling sailors into the depths. Perhaps, the ocean hides more than just water. Scene 4. The Ghoul, the shape-shifting terror. Have you ever walked alone at night, and felt something was watching you? Have you ever heard footsteps behind you, only to turn and see nothing? Perhaps it was a ghoul. Islamic tradition speaks of the ghoul, a creature of the night, a shapeshifter that preys on travelers, leading them astray. Found in the darkest corners of deserts and abandoned lands, these beings deceive with illusions, appearing as a friend, a lost child, even as someone you know. Some say the ghoul feeds on fear. The more afraid you are, the stronger it becomes. Others claim that the ghoul cannot enter a home where the name of Allah is recited. But one thing is certain, if you ever find yourself lost and a stranger offers to lead the way, be careful. You might not be following a human. Scene 5. The Hanan bin, the forgotten races. Long before humans, before even the jinn, there were others, the Hanan the bin. Little is known about them. But ancient Islamic texts mention that these beings walked the earth long before Adam. Some say they were wiped out by the jinn. Others believe they still exist in places hidden from human eyes. Are they still out there? Have they adapted? hidden deep within the earth, watching as humans now rule the world they once called home. Perhaps they are closer than we think. Scene 6. Strange Encounters. Are we ever alone? Have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain? A sudden chill in the air, a whisper with no source, an eerie feeling that something or someone is watching. People across the world report strange encounters, objects moving on their own, whispers in abandoned places, unexplainable shadows appearing in photos. Some dismiss these as imagination, others believe they are proof that the unseen world is closer than we realize. And then, there are those who have seen something they cannot forget. Could these be encounters with the jinn? Or something even more mysterious? Scene 7. Protection from the unseen. Though these beings exist, we are not without protection. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that the recitation of Ayatul Kursi, Surah Al-Falaq, and Surah An-Nas shields us from the harm of the unseen world. The name of Allah is a barrier no evil can cross. A home where His name is mentioned remains guarded, and a heart that holds faith will never be shaken. So, the next time you feel a presence in the dark, the next time a whisper echoes where no one stands, remember this: you are never truly alone, but with the remembrance of Allah, you will never need to fear anything. The unseen world is real, but we are never without protection. The words of Allah are our shield, our refuge, our guide. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like and share. And remember, you are never truly alone.